a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay at home, Disney Dad.
I have been dragging my feet with the Incredibles. I know of them. I know Jack and Edna and Frozone because of the Lego minifigs, but this kind of fell into the category with like Cars. It's wild to me that this is on VHS. This had to be so late in the game. What year is this? 2004. Okay, I know of them because I saw part 3 in the theater as well. That doesn't sound right. Part 2, I finally rode the Incredicoaster last year. Blew my mind. Disney, not really famous for its roller coasters, but that one was pretty crazy. Also, every dad who thinks he's jacked or every mom who thinks she's hot want to do an Incredibles family Halloween costume, and it's always f***ing annoying. There's ads for some heavy hitters, though. This was a big deal. Trailers for the re-release of Cinderella, Lilo and Stitch, Chicken Little, I'll ignore that one. And then this sweet film reel montage of movie moments before some dumb short pre-movie cartoon about a sheep and a jackalope, and it feels like Splash Mountain if you ordered Splash Mountain off Wish, and here we go. Feature presentation. Oh my god, we start with pre-interview footage with them fumbling with their mics. Like, that's so ahead of its time. This is how every documentary starts in 2023 to present, with B-roll of the interview subjects talking before the interview actually starts. Oh, just pin it to my tie, followed by drone footage. Always drone footage. Anyway, we jump to the interviews. Mr. Elastigirl, Mr. Incredible, Frozone, they're all complaining about being superheroes, just complaining. Bizarre voice choice for Elastigirl. She sounds like Reba McEntire. Suddenly, title page, and now there's a high-speed chase between a police and a gunman. Mr. Incredible's driving his like limo. He's in a tux, and then he transforms his vehicle like Inspector Gadget in his costume. Now he's Mr. Incredible. He stops to help this old lady get her cat out of the tree as the high-speed chase comes towards him. And then he finally stops the speeding bad guy by like ripping the tree out of its roots and putting it in front of the car. And suddenly Brody, or Buddy, is this Buddy from the Mr. Incredible fan club, shows up in his own little homemade costume, and he wants to be Mr. Incredible's sidekick. Incrediboy, Mr. Incredible kicks him out of the car and says he works alone. Now Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl show up and they flirt, and she runs away, and Frozone shows up, and now there's another incident, and Mr. Incredible catches like a jumper. He spears him through the side of the building into an office, and there's a bomb, and some French mime bad guy, Bomb Voyage, emerges from the safe. Okay, pause. Bomb Voyage is f***ing rad. I want a Bomb Voyage action figure. Incrediboy shows up again, almost ruins it for Mr. Incredible because he starts to run away and he's got a bomb stuck to him. So now Mr. Incredible has to leave Bomb Voyage and save this little guy's life, and Bomb Voyage gets away. The bomb destroys a monorail track, and Mr. Incredible saves them as well. I gotta say, this movie looks good. This has been a fun ride so far, okay? I may have misjudged this. Elastigirl shows up and they flirt, and then she brushes him off again, or does that already happen? Maybe I wrote that twice. He arrives in his civs at the church, and oh wow, he was late for his own wedding to Elastigirl. That flirting on the roof was just like weird foreplay. That was good stuff, man. They get married and say, what could possibly happen? Okay, the guy who tried to commit suicide sues Mr. Incredible for not letting him kill himself and hurting him when he saved him from killing himself, and he starts a movement against the superheroes, and everyone wants to sue the superheroes, and the superhero relocation program becomes a thing. They'll get amnesty for whatever they did as past superheroes, but they can never don their alter egos again. They're like now acting like normal people working normal jobs hidden in society. Mr. Incredible now works for an insurance company in a cubicle. He's miserable. Elastigirl is a stay-at-home mom. Their kid Dash is in trouble at school all the time. He's been using his superpowers to make his teachers crazy. On the ride home, Mom wants him to find a more constructive outlet. He wants to play sports, but she's like, you would have to slow up so you look like a normal kid out there on the field and not a superhero. Over at high school, we meet the Incredicoaster daughter. This is Violet. Mr. Incredible is now stuck in traffic, and I know this is supposed to show how miserable daily life is for a superhero forced to live a normal life, but it's also miserable for a normal person who lives a normal life. This is all relatable, and I'm not a superhero. At home, she's feeding baby Jack, and Dad gets scolded for reading the newspaper at the table. He's in trouble for reading a newspaper at the table. Oh, 2004. This is just like really sad, people. The kids fight and they use their superpowers to beat each other up, and that's pretty funny. This guy Lucius shows up, and he's the former Frozone. It's Wednesday, so the guys are off for bowling night. They're sitting in the car. They aren't bowling. They're listening to this police scanner. They're chatting and having coffee. They go out to use their powers and help because there's a fire. They go and they help, and some mysterious lady is watching them from the car. The police come running, and Frozone uses his powers to help them escape, like the people in the fire. Then the lady in the car gets on the phone and says, "This is the one we've been looking for." Mr. Incredible comes home, and his wife finds rubble on his suit. Like, that's funny, because usually it's hair, right? She goes, "You've been listening to the police scanner again, haven't you?" Dad doesn't want to go to his kid's grad because it's not a real grad. His kid's going from 4th grade to 5th grade. He gets mad. He gets mad and says, quote, "They keep making new ways to celebrate mediocrity when the folks who are actually great aren't allowed to be great," end quote. There's a weird shot of his face, and my daughter asks, "Why that angle?" Love her. Bob is about to get fired. He throws his boss through the wall. Uh-oh. His lawyer that usually bails him out when he forgets and he uses his superpowers is like, "We can't do this anymore, Bob." So he got fired, but he doesn't want to relocate. Then he finds an iPad in his laptop, and it scans his face, and it starts a video. It's from that girl in the car. She represents a top secret department of the government, and she needs help, and he's trying to watch this and listen to it, and his wife is on the other side of the door nagging him while he's just trying to hear this thing. He has 24 hours to respond, and he likes the sound of this better than working in a cubicle or getting fired and relocating his family again. The iPad self-destructs. It sets off the smoke alarms in the house. He jumps at this opportunity, and now he's working for Mirage. That's the girl from the car, and she's taking him to an island because there's a rogue robot, and she wants him to shut it down without destroying it. It's like a learning robot. Every second you spend with it, it mimics you and learns from you and your actions. He gets dropped onto the island, and we get our first real fight scene, and it's pretty freaking good. It's actually like amazing animation, but he destroys it, and he sees Dr. Claw, like an arm, talking to Mirage, and he's concerned, like, "Who is that guy?" He asks her, and she goes, "He requires a certain amount of anonymity. You should understand." Montage time, he's being a normal dad at home, and then he's working out and spending more time with his family, but then he's out like doing this stuff, and his wife thinks he's still going to his boring job, but yeah, he's really going and working for Mirage. He goes to see Edna because he needs his super suit fixed. She wants to make him a brand new suit. She makes him a red one. He goes from blue to red. He takes a phone call from Mirage, and his wife is kind of onto him now because she finds like a little silver blonde hair on his suit. She knows something up, but I think she thinks he's cheating. He's off on another business trip to fight a bad guy. Elastigirl's cleaning, and she sees that his old suit has been patched, and she calls Edna because Edna's the only one that can do it. Edna's like, "I do you next. You come in an hour." A new robot attacks Mr. Incredible and kind of captures him, and then we meet his Brody or Buddy, that guy from before. He's now a bad guy with 0-point energy, and he starts kicking Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Impossible, Fantastic, upside down, what did I write here? And he thinks he kills Mr. Incredible, but he didn't. Elastigirl is with Edna, and she's like, "I'll make you a new suit like I did your husband." They're walking now, sitting by fire. Edna's made them all new superhero outfits, and Mom is like, "I had no idea." And Edna says, "How do you not know what your husband's doing?" She goes, "Do you even know where he is right now?" And she goes, "Yeah, he's at work." And she's like, "Call him! Call him!" Mr. Incredible, not sure what happened before, I got all my superheroes mixed up, finds some underground tunnel. He's getting to the bottom of stuff as he finds a giant computer. Elastigirl calls Bob's job and finds out he's not on a business trip, and then he was fired 2 months ago. He's been lying to her. The secret computer shows Mr. Incredible all these like superheroes who have been, quote, terminated by this droid that learns things, and he's about to launch against Frozone next, I guess. Then he sees himself on there, and it says, "Detected and captured." Elastigirl is sad, and Edna starts hitting her with a rolled up newspaper and is like, "Go be Elastigirl, show him why he married you." So Elastigirl takes the jet to go to him. The kids find their superhero suits as well. Syndrome and the girl have captured him, and we learn that Violet and Dash put on their costumes and snuck on the jet and left Jack with some blonde teenage babysitter. Syndrome is the name of this bad guy now. He fires some missiles at the approaching jet. Mom yells at Violet to put a force field around the plane and save their lives. He yells, she's like, do it now! And Violet can't, so Elastigirl runs, rolls, makes herself into a rubber ball around her kids just as the plane gets hit by the missiles and explodes. And that was bad. That scene. Wow. They land in the water and the missiles keep firing at them. Back at the hideout, Mr. Incredible hears that the plane was destroyed, and Syndrome laughs and points out how he always said he'd rather work alone. He almost kills the girl though, and Syndrome doesn't care. He's like, nah, kill her. The mom makes herself into a boat and the boy super paddles them towards the hideout to save Mr. Incredible. My daughter says she reminds her of Kirby. That's a hot take. Mom leaves the kids and says she's going to go rescue Dad. Violet's like, sorry, I choked with my force field back there on the plane. There's some good action as the mom breaks into the hideout. They're having a lot of fun with her powers and animation here. This feels like the old days of Disney where they're just like letting the animators go crazy. The kids get spotted and the bad guys chase the kids. Mirage helps Mr. Incredible escape after that other guy didn't care if she got killed or not. And she says that, your family's actually still alive. Just then Elastigirl walks in on them and she punches the blonde. And he's like, oh, she was trying to save me. And Elastigirl goes, that's what I'm doing. We cut to the kids running through the jungle. And my daughter says, how can Violet run as fast as the boy? That's pretty funny. Dash there gets to run as fast as he can as these saucer things chase him. He runs across water and my daughter goes, he's Jesus. Good stuff. Some goon says, I know you're still here, little Miss Disappear. And the invisible girl beats him with a stick. Violet finally makes a force field properly, and they roll and they meet up with Mom and Dad. The family's back together in the force field. Syndrome sent his robot to attack the city or something. I kind of missed what's happening here. Okay, this is the setup. So he sent his robot so Syndrome can come and fight his own robot and save the day and become the biggest superhero in the city. Bigger than Mr. Incredible. He says his robot will dramatically emerge from the ship that just landed, and that's exactly what happens. The family gets caught, but escapes. Back home, Frozone sees the robot go by his giant window, and he needs a super suit to go fight him, and he argues with his wife. He's like, woman, get me my suit. And she's like, not now. Syndrome shows up and starts saving the people from his own robot. This is a pretty good movie, man. The robot, though, is too powerful and kicks Syndrome's butt, and the Incredibles arrive on the scene, and the music choice for this scene is weird. It sounds like Disney park music instead of third act, climax, march to war music. This movie has also a lot of married couples bickering. It's kind of weird if you think too long and hard about it with a target audience and everything, but at least they didn't die. Okay, time for the entire family to kick some robot butt. Another epic fight scene. Frozone shows up and now it's a party. Animation, just incredible. In the air, they tear off its claw and use its own claw against it, and that's all she wrote. Everyone cheers for the Incredibles, and Frozone tried to save the day, and it backfired on them. They're all cheering the Incredibles. Now, Syndrome is going to kidnap their baby from the babysitter, and all hope is lost. He's getting away with the baby, and now the baby suddenly uses his own superpowers and becomes a flaming demon, and Syndrome gets sucked into his own plane and explodes. The VHS tape warping. But now it cleared, fingers crossed. There's got to be a couple minutes left. Dash is in track now, and they coach him, which is kind of funny because they're like, go, no, not that fast now. Slow down, fast pick up, come in second. As they leave with the silver trophy, another super villain shows up, and the whole family kind of smile at each other because it's okay to be superheroes again. The end. Yeah, that was a good movie. I owe this franchise an apology. I saw the second one, I swear, in the theater when I was sleep deprived. The kid was young. Nothing stuck, but man, I get it now.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that he has. Thank you.